In this lecture, we will cover what is computer network and what is the meaning of peer-to-peer architecture and what is client-server architecture. First, what is computer network? The term network is familiar to us. For example, railway network, airways network, sales network, etc. An airways network connects different locations with one another. In the same way, a computer network is a network set up by connecting two or more computers and other supporting hardware devices. In this picture, you can see that computers are connected to each other, and there are also some other devices like printers which are also connected to the computer network. A computer network enables the computers to share resources. Resources are printers, scanners, etc. and also share data as well as to communicate electronically with one another. The connection between network devices it is established using cables, telephone lines or wireless connection. It means that the connection between these computers, all these computers may be wireless or through telephone lines or cable lines. The speed of the network is measured in Mbps. Mbps means megabytes per second. Then a computer that is not linked to the network is called standalone computer. It means that suppose this is computer and it is not connected to any other computer and it is working alone, then it will be called standalone computer. Which is not connected to any other computer or computer network. Now, the next topic is models of computer networking. Networks are designed using the following architecture. First is peer-to-peer architecture and the second is client-server architecture. First, we will discuss peer-to-peer architecture. A peer-to-peer network is a simple network of computers. This is the network in which all the computers have an equal status. You can see in this picture, these are the computers which are connected to one another. Here, each computer serves as client as well as server. There is no central server in this network. All the computers are working at the same time as a client as well as a server. Each peer means each computer in the network has the same set of responsibilities and capabilities as the others. It means all the computers in the network have the same type of capabilities and responsibilities. We have already discussed that each peer in the network serves both as a client as well as server. There is no master or central server in this computer network, and all the computers join hands. You can see that all the computers have joined hands or are connected to one another. Why they are connected? To share files, data, printers and internet access. It means that one internet connection may be the sufficient to provide internet access to all these computers. Peer-to-peer architecture is simple, inexpensive network that typically connects less than 12 computers. It means that this type of network is suitable for computers which are mostly less than 12 in numbers. All the computers in the network store their own data, but this data is accessible by the group. Suppose this is a computer and some data is stored in this computer. While working at this computer, you can access to the data which is stored in this another computer. This happens in the case of all the computers. While sitting on this computer, other person can get the access data from this computer or any other computer. The peer-to-peer network architecture is most suitable for houses and small offices. Next is client server architecture. This architecture is also known as client server model. It is a computer network in which one computer serves as server and which provides the services, and the other computers, you can see in this picture, all the other computers are working as clients who request services from the server. That is, they make request to the server and the server provides them the service. A server is a computer that controls access to hardware, software, and other resources in the network and provides a centralized storage area for the program. The client computer sends a request for data to the server through internet. You can see that in this case, the clients send the request to the server and the server is giving a response back to the client as per the request submitted by the client. Next important point is the server can entertain multiple clients simultaneously. It is not that if one client has made a request to the server and after giving reply to the that client, the server will accept next query. No, many clients can send request to the server at the same time and the server will provide the necessary response to many clients at the same time. However, there is a limit to the number of client queries which may be accommodated by a server at a particular time. It is not that the server has unlimited power to give reply or response to all the clients which may be approaching to the server for data or any other information. There is limit to the number of queries which a server can handle. If the computer network is big, then we may have more than one server called dedicated servers who perform specific tasks. In the previous picture, we had seen that there was only one server. But if the network is big, we may have many dedicated servers like file server to store and manage files, print server to manage printers and printing related tasks, email server to manage emails, etc. One disadvantage of client server network is that if the server goes down, operations will stop across the network. It means that all the computers on the network will stop functioning. Now we will understand the advantages of computer networking. So let us see what are those. First is data sharing. One of the most important uses of networking is sharing of data. Users can share text files, spreadsheets, documents, presentations, audio files, video files, etc. with one another. Imagine the difference of sending a letter through a postal service to sending the same letter through email, and that is the benefit a computer network provides. So we can see that computer networking has an important role in data sharing. Hardware sharing. This is the another benefit of computer networking. We can see that in an office there are many computers. There is also need of scanners, and printers. If we attach a scanner and a printer separately for each computer, the cost of hardware will increase enormously. So, in the case of computer networking, a single scanner and printer can be attached with all these computers, and the command for scanning or printing can be given from any of these computers. So this is the benefit of computer networking, that hardware such as printers, scanners can be shared. For example, instead of purchasing 10 printers for each users, it means that if there are 10 users, we need not to purchase 10 printers. One printer can be purchased and the same can be shared among multiple users on the network, thus saving cost. Next benefit of networking is increase in individual productivity. Suppose you are on a sales call, your client asks you a question, but you do not know the answer. Because of the existence of computer networks, you can immediately locate the information and provide the same to the client. Suppose you are working on this computer. These are other computers which are on network in your office. You are working on this computer. Now there is a call from your client. He asks you a question. You are having some type of information. All the information which is stored in other computers is of different types. Now you are working on this computer, but the information is which the client is asking regarding sale is stored in this computer. So because of the computer networking, because all the computers are connected to one another wirelessly or through wire or through cable or telephone lines, you can access the information which is stored in this computer. So when the customer is asking you any information about sales and that information is stored in some other computer which is on the network, you can quickly access that data from that computer and provide the relevant information to the client who is asking for the same. In this way, computer networks provide an opportunity for genuine multitasking so that individual productivity levels can be enhanced. Next benefit of computer networking is sharing of internet connections. As already told, there may be many computers in your office. Suppose these are many computers. There is no need to have separate internet connection for each of this computer. You may be It may be sufficient for you to have only one internet connection depending on the capacity of the internet connection you are having. You can purchase a single internet connection and share it among other computers in a network instead of purchasing multiple internet connections, one for each computer. In this way, a lot of money can be saved in the shape of money amount which you may have to pay in respect of each different internet connection. This type of sharing of internet connection is commonly found in internet cafe, browsing centers, schools, colleges, companies, etc. Now we will discuss what are the various limitations of networking. First is, hackers can infect computer networks with malicious software and encrypt the data and demand ransom in order to restore your access to it. Many times it happens that hackers attack your computer with virus or some malicious software, and all the information which is stored in your computer, all the data or information which is stored in your computer, they encrypt the same. That is, it means that you will not have access to that data, or they will lock the data. And after locking or encrypting the data, that is, the data will be not in a readable form. So if the data is important to you, then the hackers may demand ransom from you to restore the data in its original position, or you may have access to the data which they have encrypted or locked. A simple power outage can make it difficult for individuals to use their computers when they need information access. Next is, managing a large network is complicated. Next, if any computer system in a network gets affected by the computer virus, there is a possible threat of other computer systems getting affected too. Suppose there are many computers on the network which are connected. So if suppose this computer gets infected by some virus, because all these are connected to one another, the virus which has hit this computer may spread to other computers as well. So all the computers which are on the networking may be hit by the same virus, and so there will be a loss of possible threat of other computer systems getting affected too. So all the data which is saved in these computers will get destroyed. Next is expensive to install. Although a network will generally save money over time, the initial cost of installing a network is high. Next is, file server may fail. If the file server does not work, the entire network may stop working. Sometimes the computers are connected to each other through telephone lines or cable lines, and there may be a breakage in the cable. Suppose these are connected by cable and there is a breakage. So the data exchange will not happen in this type of network. We may add that we have already uploaded many courses on Google, YouTube, our own website, and other websites, such as how to manage stress, good communication skills are key to success. Then another lecture about corporate social responsibility, present tense, past tense, future tense, time management tips, cybersecurity, most common mistakes in English grammar, and much more. You can look out for the same on Google, YouTube, our own website, and other websites. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.